Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. Oh, the White House is petty. Yes, they are. Okay. I just wanted to do that real quick. Oh my gosh. Have y'all seen what is going on? I do swing around to the Twitterverse every so often. And, we have this whole thing with the GOP complaining about the student loan forgiveness, and I've already done an episode on this. They are complaining about it, but yet not highlighting the fact that so many of these GOP folks have had loan forgiveness for PPP loans. And, there was kind of a back and forth going on Twitter about, well, you should show Democrats and this sort of thing. Well, the Democrats are not complaining about the student loan forgiveness. They're not complaining about it. Republicans are complaining about it. Vehemently complaining about it. But y'all got all of this money from the PPP loans that you guys had forgiven, or shall we say the proper term is it was turned into a grant. So, of course, if something flips into a grant, then you no longer have to pay it back. My thing is, the White House was not playing around. The White House Twitter handle literally started posting these so-called forgiven PPP loans from government, Congress people. They didn't come here to play. They were not messing around. They were like, oh, okay, well, let's look at this. And that kind of sparked, well, people were like, well, you got to show the Democrats too. Yes, I think Nancy Pelosi had, 1.7 million in PPP loans forgiven as well. But my thing is, they're not complaining. They are not the ones complaining about our students who are going through, these crushing times. And people are trying to make the argument that, going to school is a choice. Shuttering your business was not a choice, Well, here's the thing. If we're going to really start breaking this down, having a business is a choice. You don't have to start a business. You chose to start a business, just like how you choose to go to school, right? Now, I can choose to go to school, which I did, be saddled with loans, which I am, and I'm doing that because you're telling me that for me to get a decent job out here in the workforce, that I need to have certain educations. Let's just be honest. If you want a job that's paying decent money in the real world, I'm not talking about exceptions and, you've been on your job for 20 years and now you're making six figures. No, I'm talking about if you're going to come fresh out of school and get a job that is going to pay a living wage, you have to, high school diploma is not enough. It's just not enough anymore. You have to have an advanced degree. You have to have a bachelor's. You have to have a master's. Some things are going to require, I don't know how many things require a PhD unless, that particular circle that you're in is going to give you that. But you have to. You have to be at these levels I would say this, to compete whatever the genre that you're in. Now, if you're going to be fixing cars, that's a different story. Mechanics make a lot of money. But I'm not talking about those type of jobs. I'm talking about in the white collar world of business. You really, back in the day, you may not have needed all these, accolades, but now you do, because it's a constant battle and game. So if I need to get that job, if I want to stay in the running for these good jobs, then I have to go to school. I have to be able to compete with the other people who are out there. Because the only thing that's going to cut into you, your degree is time. You know what I mean? Like somebody who has been at a job for 10 years, maybe they will be able to compete with someone who's coming in fresh that has a bachelor's. Yeah, because they've had 10 years in that position. But they got to be able to compete. So unless you have many years at your job, and a lot of folks I've found that have many years at their job but have no degree are not able to get paid at a certain level, even though they have the time. So they may have been there 10, 15 years, but they are not getting the same pay as someone who's already coming in with the experience or with the degree. As you see that happen all the time. So yes, we're going to call out the people with the PPP loans. I don't care if the Democrats got PPP loans. I don't care if GOP got PPP loans. What we're saying is the hypocrisy of it all. If you're going to complain about people having loan forgiveness and all this sort of stuff, then you need to start in your backyard. And that's the point. Okay? But anyway, like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Share it with somebody that you think would find it helpful, entertaining, whatever it is. Connect with me over on Instagram at Onyx Queen Media. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.